Meal Exchange is a youth-driven registered charity that includes over 50 campuses across Canada. Founded in 1993 by a student from Wilfrid Laurier, Meal Exchange believes that engaging youth is the key to addressing hunger. David Kranenburg, Executive Director of Meal Exchange, believes that this method of fighting hunger has been very successful.
It's interesting because we have our mission is to eliminate hunger in Canada by engaging tomorrow's leaders today. So it's an interesting dual mission, and it's a lengthy one where we're looking into the future and going, okay, we're working with a crowd of people, a demographic that, in 10, 20 years' time are going to be in positions in their community, in government, in businesses where they can really contribute to positive change. So what's happening right now? Like, what are we doing as an organization to make sure that these people understand the issues of hunger and poverty, and the steps that can be made to reduce those issues. And even though we're young, we incorporated as a charity in '98. Some of our first student coordinators who have graduated and are moving on to other jobs, are already showing that, yes, that they're making this commitment to continuing to either be involved with us or with other organizations that have a mandate towards eliminating hunger and poverty.
Meal Exchange includes 3 main programs: Trick or Eat, Skip a Meal, and Clear the Shelves. Trick or Eat, Meal Exchange's most successful program, involves students by getting them to go door to door on Halloween, collecting food for local social service agencies. Skip a Meal allows students to donate their unused meal plan card, while Clear the Shelves is an end-of-semester campaign that encourages students to contribute any food, clothing, or furniture they have left from their school year. Kranenburg says that the term hunger doesn't quite cover the dialogue that is currently discussed these days.
The other term that's used these days is food security, and that actually refers to the right for all people at all times to have access to nutritious, safe, and sufficient quantities of food. So kind of a broader term that gets into some of the nutritional elements of the food that's being served people.
The Ontario Association of Food Banks and Meal Exchange have teamed up in their efforts to establish a new undergraduate and graduate student journal on hunger and poverty in Ontario. It is believed that this will be an important method of engaging and creating discussion around poverty and hunger.
We've just grown up with the idea that food banks exist and, that we should be helping them out. But the reason why they exist has become white noise. So for most people that Meal Exchange works with, it's just always been there. And so what we're trying to do is get people questioning, okay, well, why does a food bank exist in Canada? What are the underlying reasons? And so the journal is a forum for people to discuss those ideas and to encourage students to write research papers, and provide them with a forum for sharing that research and get published and everything to really start kind of driving that end.
The journal is currently looking for an editorial and review team and has asked students applying to write a short response to the question, "What is your vision for reducing hunger and poverty in Ontario?" I had a chance to ask Kranenburg that same question.
Our vision is to build a movement of young leaders. So starting off, like, our demographic right now is, university and college students, but increasingly high school students are looking to get involved, and also kind of recently graduated students. So youth these days, is a term that includes anybody up to the age of 35. And so the vision really is that, in order to create change, there needs to be, a large mass of people that are invested to see that change happen. And Meal Exchange's vision is to create that group of people who are committed to this change, and that's through fundraising campaigns, awareness, and just pushing the question out there on why hunger and poverty exist in Canada, and what can we do in our everyday lives to change that.
For more information on Meal Exchange, visit www.mealexchange.com.